Episode 10, man. Episode 10.
Holy shit.
But enough of that. Welcome to this week's show. On today's show, we have a metric shit ton of Microsoft news. Plus, there's a few updates on some beloved franchises. You're going to want to listen and find out more on this week of Pause for the Cause, a weekly podcast where we relay gaming news to anyone who wants to tune in and listen. Hopefully, we get some more listeners. That'd be nice. My name is Eric, and with me, of course, is my co-host Petey. Petey, what the fuck is up, man?
Oh, nothing much. How about you, bro?
Like I said, this is episode 10. I was hoping to do a special episode about Elden Ring, but, life gets in the way, and some people haven't finished the game, even though others are on their third go.
You know what, bro? You know what? I'm sorry it takes me longer to complete that game. It's a little difficult for me sometimes, okay?
Yeah, but you've been busy streaming some Rocket League and stuff. I hope all of y'all go and check that out. And speaking of that, Petey, you want to tell them where they can find us?
Well, you can find us at Pause for the Cause podcast and YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Pause for the Cause podcast. Search for that. You can find it. If you Google it, you have to Google actually Pause for the Cause podcast, but it'll pop right up. It'll be the first one thing that pops
We
up.
will get to the top of Pause for the Cause. Let me tell you.
Dude,
We're gonna make it so you don't have to use podcasts anymore. We're gonna take off a whole fucking word, man. That's gonna save people 2 seconds of their life every time. We're gonna make it happen.
I don't think it'll ever happen, but if it does, I don't know what I'll do.
No, fuck this band from the 90s. I don't give a fuck about them. They only have 20,000 followers, and they've been around for 30 fucking years. Fuck them. We're going to get to the top.
How many do we have? 2?
That's all right. They've been around for 30 fucking years. We're going to catch up to them. All right? Petey.
I got a 30-year head start, bro.
Yo, okay, but we'll catch up to them. I'm going to say we're going to be there. We're going to have 20,000 people in the next 4 weeks.
Wow.
Now, all of you listening, go tell some people and make people follow us. I don't want to look like an idiot. 4 weeks. Let's do this.
Okay.
Well, Petey, we got some news stories here. The first one really, really tugs at my heartstrings. It's very sad.
Yeah.
You wanna take it away before I start crying?
I will. You know what? I'll just start cutting these onions now. Guys and everybody out there, Nintendo is removing 75% of its Pokemon games from the U.S. market, according to CBR.com by Cassidy Stevenson. With the upcoming shutdowns of, yes, I'm sorry, it is very heartbreaking, the Wii U and 3DS eShops are going to shut down on the 27th of March. They won't be available in any form for players in the United States. And at the time of writing, 41% are unavailable, but another 33% will disappear following the eShop closures. So the Pokemon games that Nintendo will soon remove, including Pokemon X and Y, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Sun and Moon, along the main timeline titles, players will have to say goodbye to Pokemon Rumble, Ranger, Guardian Signs as well. So
as of March 27th?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, that's like 2 weeks, man.
I need to make a purchase on Amazon real quick.
What do you got to go buy, bro?
I need to buy a Wii U. Hold up.
Oh, man, why's that?
I need to get some of these games.
For the Wii U?
Yeah.
In February of 2022, Nintendo announced it would discontinue the eShop for its Wii U and 3DS systems in early of 2023. And as of March 27th, Nintendo is obviously making good on that promise. And this is including, any purchases from the eShop for 3DS and the Wii U. This includes free content downloaded and game demos starting May of 2022. Players could not use their credit cards to add funds to the 3DS or Wii U anymore. I didn't know that. I wasn't buying things on my 3DS at that point anyways.
Yeah, I knew that. I made a shit ton of purchases on my 3DS when I saw that.
Yeah, I didn't realize that you can only use redeemable download codes now to get to get games for your 3DS.
Yeah.
The discontinuation of the 3DS and Wii U eShop will occur simultaneously and affect software like Street Pass Me Plaza, Theme Shop, and Nintendo Badge Arcade. Even after late March 2023 and for the foreseeable future, it will still be possible to re-download games and DLC and receive software updates and enjoy the online play on Wii U and 3DS family of systems, reads Nintendo's statement. So you can still play them, but you can't download the games?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
September,
that will be shutting down too, but they haven't given a date on that.
That one's still up in the air.
Yeah.
In September 2020, Nintendo, I guess, did confirm the production stoppage of the 3DS 9 years after it launched. And as a member of the Nintendo company's handheld system catalog, as of June 2020, the 3DS family has sold 75.9 million units worldwide, with a library of over 1,000 games throughout its life. Dude, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it had sold that many fucking units. Holy shit. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't be.
It's like the 3DS, that's, I think, the fourth, maybe the fifth highest selling console of all time.
Is it?
Yeah.
The disheartening news of the United States players losing 75% of Pokemon's extensive roster comes only days after the annual celebration of National Pokemon Day. Yeah, that wasn't mentioned in National Pokemon Day at all, actually. The removal of these games. You figure they might have mentioned that somewhere, but we didn't see any.
Oh, okay, it's the DS. The DS is second. Okay, the 3DS is like 12th. All right, never mind. I thought the 3DS and DS were in the same category. My bad. Continue. Sorry.
At the event, though, Nintendo announced a two-part expansion, Scarlet and Violet, called the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. In the DLC, players will explore Area Zero, a location in the Paldean region that holds the secrets to Paradox Pokemon. Additionally, the company unveiled the Paradox forms of Suicune and Virizion. Pokemon Scarlet's two-part DLC, the Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc, releases in the fall and winter of 2023, respectively. So that's sad, but I mean, you guys are getting an expansion for Pokemon Violet and shit, but oh, man,
you can no longer purchase the Wii U from Nintendo.com. That
really
sucks. Nope.
God damn. That's ridiculous. I didn't realize that. Holy shit.
I really don't want a used one. I really do not want to use
You're gonna
one.
have to go get a refurbished one from fucking GameStop, bro.
I am going to have to. Fucking fuckface, man.
That fucking blows, bro.
Alright, hold on.
The fuck are you doing?
Sorry, everyone. Alright, let's move on to the Petey. Sorry, I'm really trying to get this right now. March 27th is really not that far away, guys. It's only fucking a couple weeks away. Petey, shit's closing down. This really sucks because they're not gonna bring shit to the fucking Switch. I'm sorry. Everyone that's listening right now, my brain was not in this fucking article. It was, where can I get a fucking brand new Wii U? And I only found one for $2,500, and that's not fucking happening ever in any lifetime. Then people are out their minds. But Petey, I heard that things are closing down. That sucks. I mean, it's a good thing I read this article beforehand. Petey, have you even gotten Scarlet or Violet yet?
I don't have enough money to buy one of those to buy that yet.
Petey, they are only $3 right now.
What?
I'm just kidding. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh my god, dude, I'd have it right now. I would be running for my fucking Switch at this moment going, what the fuck is wrong with me?
Dude, that would be awesome. But no, they are still $60. They never fucking go on sale. And if they do, it's only like $5 off. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, so what? It'll be like...
Petey, do you have a 3DS or do you have a 2DS or a DS? You have a 3DS, right?
I have both.
But you do have a 3DS. Do you have a Wii U?
Yes.
See, I do, but I fucking lost it in the middle of moving at some
I
point.
have my Wii U. I know right where it is. I don't have a Wii though.
I have a Wii. But I don't know what happened to my fucking Wii U. It disappeared during one of my times of moving.
I've got just a couple of the mainline systems to get, and I've got all the generations. Not that many, but just a couple.
Yeah, I only got the Super. Well, I used to have all of them. I only have the Super Nintendo 64, Wii, and then the Switch, obviously, and then obviously all the Game Boys. I still have all of my Game Boys.
Yeah, I
Fuck
have all my
that.
things.
I
Yeah.
ain't, yeah, I ain't losing them bitches.
Started a Game Boy Pocket. I don't have the original though. I
I
need
don't
the
have the
original.
original. I never liked the original. I don't like the black and white screen. I started with Game Boy Color. They're fucking nice green, like the lime green one.
Wait, you started Game Boy Color?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck you, man. I was Game Boy Pocket, bitch.
No, fuck that Pocket. The
Dude,
Pocket I saw and I was like, no, that thing is way too tiny.
didn't it come
I
out
ain't
before the
dealing with
came out
that
before the
shit.
color?
What?
Game Boy Pocket came out before the color.
It don't matter. It was too tiny. Why would I want something that tiny?
Dude, that means I played Pokemon before you did. I didn't
I
realize.
played Pokemon the day it came out, 1996.
Red?
Red, blue.
Red and blue?
Yep, actually blue. I mean, I had both of them, but I played blue. What?
What year did the Game Boy Color come out?
Oh, I don't know what the Game Boy Color. It doesn't mean I didn't play on other systems. I just didn't own a Game Boy.
98.
Yeah, I just didn't own a Game Boy.
Yeah,
But
no,
my buddy Alex Galbier, I always went over to his house because I got a Game Boy Color or Game Boy fucking Pokemon Blue in like New York City when I went there with my mom and Ron.
I have all the way back to the Game Boy Pocket up through.
Maybe I did have a Game Boy Pocket. Let me look up what a Game Boy Pocket looks like.
It's tiny and gray.
Okay.
And it had the slider on the side so you could change how bright it was. So when you went into Mount Moon,
Oh yeah.
you could,
Hold on,
so
I think this is what I had.
you could jack your brightness all the way up and just walk through Mount Moon. You didn't need fucking flash. Then you could
Yeah,
glitch.
this is what I started on.
Yeah.
Let me see what Game Boy Color. I thought I started on a Game Boy Color. I guess I started on a Game Boy Pocket. The green
Yeah,
one
dude.
right there, that fucking green one.
Yeah, they had green Game Boy Pockets. Mine was clear.
Yeah.
My brother's was black. Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, and then I went and got the purple Game Boy Color.
I had a yellow Game Boy Color.
I had a purple one. Why did we have the girliest colors, bro? That's kind of shitty.
Do you
I
think
kind of
clear?
like that. What?
You think like a white clear is a girly color?
No, but yellow and purple, I mean, for the Game Boy Colors, I mean.
Well, you did. You had purple.
And you had yellow.
Yeah, purple. Yellow is not a girly color.
Yellow is such a girly color.
It's totally a medic base.
Nope. Purple is where it's at. Just kidding. Purple is not where it's at. Purple is fucking ugly as shit. I really like that teal color. I really like that teal color. But anyways, Petey. All right, so we both played Pokemon since it's been out. Oh, my Game Boy Advance SP I have too.
What about Dragon Ball?
Wait, what?
What about Dragon Ball Z?
Dragon Ball Z, bro. I remember playing Dragon Ball Z on Ron's PlayStation back in the day. PlayStation, I don't know if it was PlayStation 1 or 2. It was a long ass time ago. But we do have a news story about Dragon Ball Budokai or Dragon Ball Z. Petey, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi has been announced. It has been fucking 16 fucking years since Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was released on the PS2. That's what I'm saying. It's been a long minute, and I missed these games, dude. It was fucking basic fighting game with Dragon Ball characters. It was fucking out of this world. Like, I know, Petey, you play a Xenoverse, right?
Yeah, I've played both Xenoverses. Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly think this was hands down way better than Xenoverse. Any of the Xenoverse games. Did you ever play a Tenkaichi game?
No, I haven't played one.
All right. For everyone listening, there is a YouTube video, Bandai Namco. Hold on, it's fucking in Korean or something. Hold on. I don't know. I have no idea what this is, but there is a teaser trailer for it on Twitter. Oh, there you go. Go to Wario64 on Twitter. He has the scoop and shit.
Dude, why not just put a link to it in the description?
I always do that, but I'm just telling people that are listening. Douche, what, you think people read along with the description as we talk? No. Of
No.
course, I link everything in the description. All these people know that. If I mention something, that bitch gets linked. I will not ever steal anyone's fucking work that they do because I appreciate them doing all the work that I don't have to do. So,
They do all the legwork.
exactly. All we do is fucking just tell people about all the work that everyone else did.
Well, help get their news out.
Exactly. That's what we're doing. We're spreading this news to the 42 people that listen to our YouTube video. But anyways, did you say that you've played one or no?
Not a Tenkaichi.
Dude, they are so good. I would suggest anyone go look up any footage of Tenkaichi 3. It's fucking awesome. That game is so old that the highest transformation in that game, if I remember right, is Super Saiyan 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It
Dude,
goes right up through the Boo phase or Boo saga, and that's it.
Yeah, well, yeah, 'cause it was Super Saiyan 3 that beat Boo, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, Super Saiyan 3. I guess Gotenks went into Super Saiyan 3 too. Yeah, and Gogeta. Yeah, Super Saiyan 3. That was such a fucking convoluted fucking fight.
Because next was Super Saiyan God fighting Beerus, and then was
Super Saiyan 4 in Dragon Ball GT.
Oh yeah,
but that no one talks about GT. That's such a shitty fucking.
I forget when Blue comes into it.
Blue's after God, or I think Blue is God, or maybe it's after God.
God's
I don't
Red.
know. I haven't watched much of Super at all.
Dude, it's good.
I need to watch Super.
I watched it all. It was entertaining for me. For me, it was entertaining because it nostalgia, but it basically played out like a typical Dragon Ball Z episode. Goku saves the day at the very last minute and does this fancy transformation, becomes ultra powerful, saves the day. Ultra Instinct's crazy.
Ultra Instinct is I have seen some fights like on YouTube. Like the fight between him and fucking Aang and the red dude. What?
Jared.
Yeah. I seen that fight on YouTube. That was pretty fucking insane. Because everyone just kept fucking talking about it. I was like, man, what the fuck's up with this fight? And all of a sudden, his hair goes all silver and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Him against Hit. His fight, when he was fighting Hit, it was crazy too.
Yeah.
Either way, Hit could skip time.
Well, fuck all that nonsense. That's a lot of information. I really need to watch it because I want to get caught up because I know they're doing a Bardock movie or it just came out, something like that. And I love Bardock, Goku's dad. And they just did a Broly movie which looks fucking insane, which I want to see, but I don't want to see it because it's in this Dragon Ball Super universe and I haven't watched much of it. Either way, Petey. A lot of people probably aren't going to care about Tenkaichi, unfortunately, because I really do. But there is a game that a lot of people are very curious about. Petey, you want to take away?
Would that be Starfield, sir? Would that be Starfield?
Unfortunately, yeah, that would be fucking Starfield.
It will now be released on September 6th, according to the...
I fucking knew it! Someone go back to my one of these fucking episodes that I said there's no fucking way it's coming out in the first half of this year. It is going to be delayed once again because that's what Bethesda fucking does. God.
Everybody knows it's the big upcoming title for Microsoft. The Microsoft-owned Bethesda gaming designers there. It's getting a new release date. and Starfield had been delayed to the first half of 2023 in the one that we were talking about, because we talked about delays. It's the one where we had nothing but fucking delays was all the news was that
Dude,
week.
there's like four articles of delays, man.
Yep. In a new video, game director Todd Howard said Bethesda and Microsoft will now hold the Starfield Direct event on June 11th to detail the game. This June, we're going to be bring you into the studio and give you a deep dive into the game at our Starfield Direct, said Howard. There's so much that we still have to show you. The dedicated Starfield showcase will follow Microsoft's annual Xbox showcase on Sunday, June 11th. So Starfield was originally set to launch on November 11th, 2022, which would have paid homage to the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim's release date of 11/11/11. Microsoft and Bethesda went on to show a full 15 minutes of Starfield gameplay during the Xbox and Bethesda showcase earlier this year.
Time out. Did you watch that?
I did not.
I did. It wasn't anything spectacular. All right, that's all I have to say about it.
There wasn't anything spectacular?
Nope, absolutely not. It just looked like a Skyrim game. They did a lot of the they showcased a lot of the dialogue shit, and it looked just like Skyrim or Fallout in space.
Yeah,
with aliens.
Yeah, it goes on further here in this article to say that it's basically Skyrim in space.
Shit.
Like an RPG will be playable in both first and third person. I'd probably do first if it's got a Skyrim feel. That's just natural for me in a Skyrim style base. The main story is centered on the Constellation and the last group of space explorers. Bethesda is leaning heavily on character customization with a flexible system that allows player to customize skin tones, facial structure, hair, and more. So they're basically... So here's what I'm understanding from that segment. Basically, they're doing what every gamer does. They're sitting there on the menu of creating their character for hours and hours and hours and hours to never actually look at their character and just stare at the back of their fucking head the whole time.
Yes. Or not even stare at the back of their head, because if you're first person...
Stare at the hands.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I really don't understand why games are going so hard into... what's it called? Character creation. It's like
I hit the random mode on all the shit because I don't fucking care what my character looks like. Dude,
yeah, I usually just do the custom one, or the default one. I mean,
yeah.
if it's blonde, I change the hair to brunette. Same with the eyes. Like
color, give him a beard if I can. That's fucking it.
I mean, where my time gets spent is choosing what kind of class I'm going to be, what kind of race I'm going to be. But I don't really give a fuck what they look like. I'm not gonna pay attention. They're gonna even if I do see my character, they're gonna be in armor, and I'm not gonna be able to see them. Just like Dark Souls, I have a fucking cool ass looking character, but he's wearing armor, and all I can see is his fucking eyes. Or not Dark Souls, Elden Ring.
Same.
And it's like they need to spend more time on the actual game, not the fucking creation, character creation.
But during the gameplay video, they're flying and looking around. It looked particularly impressive. But it suggests many of the battles in the game won't be contained to just planets, so therefore you might be able to fly around and fight people in space, which I hope you can do that.
Hopefully.
And they say there's more than 1,000 planets all open for players to explore. So
yeah. We've talked about this before. There's no way they're going to be like that one Star Wars planet that you were talking about, the big city planet.
They're gonna be like
that fucking other game, No Man's Sky. Yeah, they're gonna be like No Man's Sky. There's just gonna be empty fucking planets with maybe some vegetation and some animals, I'm sure.
I don't know. If they're limiting it to 1,000 planets, depends on the way they run it. If they run it like they did No Man's Sky, a server that a group of people log into, that wouldn't be hard to generate bigger civilizations and towns and cities.
I don't think so. I think they're going to be just randomly generated, just bullshit, empty worlds. I don't think... Sorry, what, Petey?
It'll be interesting to see.
I just don't think Bethesda has what it takes. I mean, they can barely make Skyrim work, and that's just one fucking continent. Like, same with Fallout. That's one continent, one region of a continent, and the glitches are so prevalent. Like, I don't see how they're gonna do 1,000 fucking planets with the same engine that they use for Skyrim and Fallout. There's no way that engine's gonna be able to hold up. If they used a different engine, I 100% think that they could do it. I just with the same exact engine as Skyrim, and they've already gone on record to say that they're using that engine. I don't think it's powerful enough to do what they envision it to do.
I just can't wait to be flying through open space and then just glitch into the center of like a fucking carrier.
Oh my goodness, that or just glitch into the center of a core of a
Yeah,
planet.
in the sky. You're just in the center of the sun. Can't get out. Endless
Man.
loop.
But Petey, I'm not too excited about Starfield because Bethesda's really hasn't done it for me since fucking Fallout 3, really, honestly.
Yeah.
But
Fallout 3 was a good one.
Fallout New Vegas, that was created by Obsidian, and Obsidian is also working on Xbox's next big thing after Starfield.
Oh.
And that game happens to be Avowed. This is coming from The Gamer by Rhiannon Bevan, whatever. Avowed was revealed in 2020 to much fanfare. Of course, RPGs from Obsidian are always fun, but this looks bigger than anything it's done before. we don't know much about Avowed other than it's being set for the Pillars of Eternity universe, but that could be about to change. Pillars of Eternity, that's both of those are fucking great games. They're isometric RPGs. They're fucking fantastic. According to information shared on the VGC podcast, Avowed and Hellblade 2 will be Xbox's next big things after it launches Starfield later this year. This suggests that, wait a minute, what about Redfall? I thought that was supposed to be its next big thing. Either way, this suggests that the long-awaited RPG could finally appear at an upcoming showcase, possibly giving us a look at its gameplay. On the latest episode of VGC Podcast, Editor-in-Chief Andy Robinson shares what he knows about Xbox's game schedule for 2023. That's around the 15:45 mark if anyone wants to go and listen to it. But this is what is said. I think the nearest ones to them are Hellblade and probably Avowed, said Robinson. That's the next big thing for them that they'll be talking about. From my understanding, those two are the closest. Avowed was revealed in 2020. Wow, that just did that. But anyways, I was just about to read the same fucking paragraph again. Let me not do that. I'm going to continue with the podcast goes on to discuss Fable, which I'm fucking very, very excited for. I love the Fable games, which only just entered full production. That is very disappointing. I love Fable, and that's very disappointing. It's safe to say that we probably shouldn't expect it anytime soon if that is the case. Yet, if Avowed and Hellblade are the next big projects for Microsoft, then it suggests that the company is aware that it needs to make up for 2022's shortcomings. Many complain that Xbox simply didn't ship enough larger games, leaving Xbox Game Pass slightly stagnant. True enough, it platformed some great smaller titles, such as Citizen Sleeper and Grounded, but it lacked the big names of PlayStation. Petey, did you ever play New Vegas, Obsidian's Fallout New Vegas?
Yeah, I bought that on Steam, so I had that one forever.
Dude, New Vegas is probably the best Fallout game. I mean, I'm a sucker for 3 just because I love the story of Megaton and all that shit.
No, I will hands down agree with you. I'm a sucker for 3. 3 is where I kind of like got my feet wet, but then I did go back and play a couple other ones.
Yeah.
But New Vegas was definitely by far, that was like the first game where I played and I was like, what the fuck am I in? This is amazing.
Yeah, and I think the best thing Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I think the best thing about that game is that it was not made by Bethesda, but Obsidian. And it's sad when you hand off your IP to another developer and they do a better job at your own fucking IP. That should never fucking happen. That's like Naughty Dog giving someone The Last of Us and they fucking crushing it, and it's that's silly, but Obsidian are fucking geniuses at their work. I am excited to see more on Avowed because it does look just like what you would think an Obsidian game would look like. Hellblade 2, did you ever play the first Hellblade?
No, I didn't. I didn't play either Hellblade.
Hellblade is a I would it was made by a lot of doctors. It was helped being made by a lot of doctors.
Yeah.
It deals with a lot of mental issues, not like mental issue, but like anxiety, depression, uh, shit like that. There's a lot of auditory things in there. It gets really creepy. It does get under people's skin. I've read before in articles and comments and shit. I've played it. It's not a bad game. It's only like 8 hours, I guess. Um,
Kind of like Journey, quick game.
yeah, I mean Journey, I beat in like 2 hours, but I
Yeah,
would,
it's
yeah, it's
a good game though.
Hellblade. It just wasn't my jam. That game released on everything. I have it on my PlayStation. This one's obviously only going to release on Xbox and PC. I'm not really looking forward to it, only because the only videos I've seen haven't really shown anything except for like cinematic cutscenes.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like maybe a minute and a half of gameplay, and it just looked like Hellblade. Honestly, it just looked like the first game. Um, Starfield or Avowed coming out after. I don't understand it because like Redfall should be the next big thing. Are they just forgetting about fucking
I
Redfall
guess.
from Arcane? Like,
Yeah, it's coming out in May.
yeah, that should be the next big thing.
Like,
Oh, this is after Starfield. After Starfield. Never mind. Redfall's going to be
but
coming out
yeah, for
before
May. Yeah,
Starfield.
that's right. 'Cause they got bumped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
duh.
yep. That's why.
I didn't even think about it. So
I
really,
didn't.
wow. If Starfield comes out in September, Redfall comes out in May. So Forza Motorsport is supposed to come out this year, and I think that's going to be all they have this year. Honestly, I don't think any of these are going to release this year.
For
Maybe Hellblade 2, but I don't think
big.
Avowed or Hellblade are going to release this year. I think they're going to be going once or no, I bet Forza is going to be their Christmas game, their winter game. I bet it's
That
going to
makes sense.
be
I
fucking.
think it usually is. It usually is, isn't it?
I don't know about motorsport. I haven't bought a motorsport in a while. I've been buying Horizon ones. Um, but I think I'm going to buy this one because this one looks fucking amazing with all the shit that they showed off at the last showcase. Um, but I think they're only going to have I'm guessing they're only going to have these three games: Redfall, Starfield, and Motorsport. Um, but other than that, PD, I'm not too excited about it because that is quite a ways off.
Yeah, it is.
Um, PD, I do know that it will be coming to Game Pass, obviously. Game Pass seems to be hitting. Do you want to maybe talk about some Game Pass there, buddy?
Yeah, you can hear it. It seems to be having another solid month here. Um, it's adding Dead Space and a bunch more, according to Kotaku by Ashley Baradam. The Xbox shared the latest games that it's going to have joined its subscription service, Game Pass here.
Let me just stop you real quick. This title is very misleading, and I am very, very ashamed of Kotaku for using this title. And you will understand why. All right, Petey, continue.
All right. Elegant anime fighting game Guilty Gear Strive is already available to play, and you can download updates for Fallout 76, No Man's Sky, and Halo Infinite Season 3 starting, well, already, now. Among other little details, Fallout's Mutation Invasion update adds hourly mutated public events you can play for awards. No Man's Sky Fractual update introduces the Utopia Speeder Starship and a number of new accessibility and challenge features. And
That's cool.
Halo's Echoes Within update brings a new weapon and a 100-tier battle pass.
That's cool.
So the Sea of Thieves will also have a Fortune event on March 16th, offering fresh cosmetics and pirate legend voyages, and will celebrate the 5th anniversary on March 20th with an exclusive login bonus, time-limited celebration selfie wall, and a supersized community weekend event. The Xbox blog says.
Yay.
No, that already feels like a lot of video games, but wait, there's a lot more this month. So here's other things that you can expect to be hitting it here. Dead Space 2 and Dead Space 3 will hit the cloud March 9th.
Right there. Let me just pause you right there. Petey, do you know what game just released last month?
Fuck, what game just released last month?
It was a remake of a game.
It was the Dead Space remake.
It was the Dead Space remake. You know what everyone, including myself, thought when they first read this article?
That it was Dead Space. Just Dead Space.
It was going to be the brand new Dead Space remake that was going to be coming to Game Pass. But then, as you just read, no, it is the Dead Space 2 and 3 for the 360. That's coming to Game Pass.
Valheim game preview for the console. That's coming March 14th. Sid Meier's Civ 6 is coming to the cloud console and PC March 16th. Oh, fuck, Civ 6. Ni no Kunai II, Revenant Kingdom, the Prince Edition, is coming to the console and PC March 12th.
All right, Petey. Civ 6. Have you played the 6? You've played Civ 6 on computer, right?
Yes.
All right. I can remember if you ever played the newest Civ 6. I know we played 5.
Just a week ago, I was touring around with some shit. I don't have any of the expansions, but...
I don't have any of the expansions either, but I do have it. I have it on... I think I bought it for PlayStation, too. Or no, it was... I bought it for the Nintendo Switch, also, which really sucks on the Switch. We need to really get into Civ 6 again, Petey. I don't know what kind of expansions they have. It doesn't look like any kind of special edition is coming to Xbox, so I'm thinking it's going to have none of the expansions.
No.
Have you played the Ni no Kuni?
No.
That is a very excellent JRPG. I prefer the first one, Wrath of the White Witch. That one is much better than Revenant Kingdom. Wrath of the White Witch is a turn-based game. That one might actually be on Game Pass already. I think it might be. And the second one is more real-time action RPG. Very good games. Valheim, I've played a little bit of. I do believe on PC. That's pretty sure. Man, I don't know. I know I've fucking played a little bit of that somewhere. It sounds fucking familiar. Dead Space 2 and 3, obviously. Not the fucking remakes, which really fucking blows, or not the remake that really fucking blows Kotaku. I am very, very disappointed in the title of this article. This is clickbait at its finest, and that is some bullshit. But still, I would say good set of games. Good set of games for coming to Game Pass this month. Do you have any takes on any of these games, Petey?
Sid Meier's 6 I do, because, it's fucking Civ. I fucking love Civilization. Like, I own the game, so, it's not something I will. But if you guys haven't played it, if you like turn-based strategy games, and you've never touched a Civilization game, you're missing out. The Civ games are fucking beautiful. Absolutely.
And I do believe in one of our previous episodes, you said you prefer that over Age of Empires, correct?
I've only tooled around with Age of Empires. I haven't really ever dove into it. So I have never really played it, but I do think I have it downloaded.
Do you remember?
I have it on Steam.
Do you remember Civilization? Oh, what the fuck's it called? Alpha Centauri, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Like the space one.
Yeah.
Dude, that one was so fun. I wish they would dive back into this. I know it was the least sold one. Exactly, it's the least sold one, but I fucking loved it.
I pre-ordered that game.
Dude, it was such the concepts of that game were so cool, and I think they pulled them off so well. If they gave it another shot, I think they could really nail it.
Yeah, I think too. I think they could nail it pretty well.
I love Civilization games. I just wish that they would, like I said, explore a little bit more. It's just they keep going from the beginning to the present, future, time, but all they do is add new mechanics to the game. They don't really that fucking that space civ was fucking different. It was awesome. A game that's somewhat I guess not anything like this. Have you played any of the Tropico games, Petey?
The one on Xbox we played together.
Yes, we have.
Yeah,
when you're like a fucking leader of an island or whatever.
Yeah,
that game's fucking awesome.
And you can be like Fidel Castro, basically.
Yes.
A communist douchebag.
Yes.
I'm always a dick.
Dude, though that game you kinda have to, because your population, fuck them. Be a fucking dictator.
Bitches, dig my shit.
Petey, was there any more to this article?
There is. So you need to remember to get prepared for the loss of some games here too. On March 15th, you will lose F1 2002 on the console via EA Play, Goat Simulator, cloud, console, and PC, Kentucky Route Zero, cloud, console, and PC, Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy, cloud, console, and PC, Paradise Killer, cloud, console, PC. The rest of these are all cloud, console, and PC. It's all three of them. Undertale, Young Souls, and Zero Escape, the Nunnery games, are all leaving. So, with the rush of these cool 4 coming in, you're losing a bunch of these. I think Goat Simulator is the only one I've heard of before.
Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy by Square Enix and Eidos Montreal. I do believe maybe, was that it? Maybe it was Crystal Dynamics. One of those two. Eidos Montreal or Crystal Dynamics. Produced by Square Enix. That game, fucking masterpiece when it comes to superhero games.
Yeah.
I suggest everyone, these leave on March 15th. I suggest everyone say fuck all these other ones. Go play fucking Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Square Enix was very unfair for that game. They said it was not a success to their standards. However, it won numerous awards, including Game of the Year awards.
Really?
Yeah, it is a phenomenal game. That story is absolutely excellent. They knocked it out of the park. Go play that before March 15th, everyone. Other than that, I ain't got nothing to say about any of these other games. Goat Simulator I heard was good, never played it, but I really don't know anything about any of these other games.
I don't know why you want to be a stinky goat. I fucking hate goats.
Yeah, I will probably never play Goat Simulator. Like, probably ever. That was Game Pass. We just talked about Game Pass, I do believe. Yeah, fucking Game Pass. Petey, Game Pass is one of those annoying fucking things that really fucking annoy me. I don't know how it fucking works, because Phil Spencer says it's good for the players. It's good for Xbox, and it's good for the businesses that make the deals to be on Game Pass. I have never, ever in my life heard of any kind of business model where it benefits three parties with no detriments. Something's wrong there. I think they're losing money. Fuck Xbox. However,
They
there
said
is
they did.
some very, very annoying news coming about Xbox and Sony. And Petey, that is the stupid fucking Activision lawsuit. It is rearing its ugly head once again. It is in our news cycle. This is going to be going on for our first 50 fucking episodes. I'm fucking sure of it because they can't play fucking nice. I do have an article here. FTC rules Sony must give Microsoft access to PlayStation business documents. This is from Kit Guru by Matthew Wilson, FTC Federal Trade Commission. Everyone that's not listening in the U.S., that's a U.S. thing. Google it, I guess.
Yeah.
Either way, this has been going on for months. I'm going to get right into the article because this shit needs to just end. Either they need to purchase it or they need to not purchase it. I don't give a fuck anymore. Just the shit needs to end so Sony can do what they need to fucking do to counteract this shit.
Yeah. I think you march forward with just focusing on making another great console and games.
Yes, and buying from software, please,
Yeah.
PlayStation. Unless
Please do
you've been living under a rock, you've probably heard that the FTC is suing to block Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard King, which I will be referring to as ABK. I'm not going to keep saying Activision Blizzard King. That's the fucking dumbest shit. ABK, that's it. As part of the preparation for trial, Microsoft issued a subpoena to Sony requesting a number of business-related documents. As expected, Sony fought back on this, but a judge has now ruled that years' worth of Sony's exclusivity contracts have to be handed over. I find that bullshit, but
That's
whatever.
interesting.
That
It's going to
is
be really.
that's I find that very bullshit. I feel like there's probably some trade secrets in there that Xbox should not be allowed to see.
Too late.
Because I mean, how Sony makes these deals, I think that's up to Sony and the company they're making their deals with, not to other people. But
Xbox can
anyway,
make
wait,
deals.
what, Petey?
Xbox can make similar deals.
Exactly, but
Like,
the ways they do them, that should be up to the
company.
this is just going to give Xbox ideas on how to make or get
Yeah.
more exclusivity deals, and I think Sony's way of doing it has worked for so many fucking years. I don't think they should have to tell Microsoft how they do it. Microsoft should have to fucking just get better, in my
They
opinion.
get good.
Exactly, get good. Uh, Sony Sony made a number of objections to the subpoena, arguing that it should not have disclosed or disclose content licensing agreements, exclusivity contracts, or employee performance evaluation. What? They have to fucking disclose performance evaluations too? That's stupid. Um, who gives a fuck about Sony's employees? Why does Xbox need to know that shit? That makes no sense. Um, Sony also wanted to limit the scope of the document search in a number of areas. Now, FTC Judge D. Michael Chappelle has ruled on Sony's objection. While some requests were granted, such as requests to exclude documents from prior to 2019, however, the majority of other requests were denied. In short, Sony must supply Microsoft with its exclusivity and licensing contracts from the 1st of January onward. Sony must also hand over documents related to two employees. Sony Interactive Entertainment Senior Vice President of Finance, Corporate Development and Strategy Lin Tao, and Senior Video President of Global Product Strategy and Management, Hideaki Nishino. Sorry, I butchered that shit. Sony argued that the files of these two employees were irrelevant, which I
Yeah.
fucking say too. That makes no fucking sense why
What?
Xbox would need to know this shit. Um, Irrelevant to the case, and added that acquiring and translating Japanese documents would add expenses, but the judge wasn't convinced by this. In other news, the EU Commission also extended the deadline for its decision on the deal, so it looks like the situation is going to drag out for a bit longer. Um, I want to talk about this for a quick second, Petey. Um, do you find this? What do you feel about this? Xbox getting these documents?
I, I don't think it has any. Why does it need these documents? That's not. Microsoft, figure out your own way to do business and stop stealing shit from other people.
What I don't understand is I totally agree. But what I don't understand is Microsoft is the one purchasing ABK. Um, in my opinion, I think it should be the other way around. Hey, you're making a $70 billion purchase. I want to see where the fuck your money's going, kind of thing. Like I'm thinking Xbox should give. I don't think any business documents should be exchanged like this way. But if anything, I think Xbox should be given Sony, or at least the court, hey, this is where our money's coming from, and this is what our plan is after we purchase this.
They already have that laid out. That when they went to buy it, they already had it laid out. That's already been laid out.
I know, but it still makes no sense, and no one's talking about that. They're gonna put the games on Game Pass. Game Pass is not gonna generate $70 billion.
Oh
They
God,
need
no.
to know, because somehow they're gonna make this money back. And I want to know how, because it's not going to be Game Pass, because Game Pass already has to pay for the
Yeah.
other developers, the third party developers that are putting their game on Game Pass.
Gonna be their little tax that they're gonna get off of every Call of Duty game sold to PlayStation.
Uh, I mean, yeah, I don't understand where the money's going to come from. Either way, um, either way, I don't think Sony should have to give over all this shit, especially the employee evaluation. That blows my mind right there. That really does blow my mind.
I bet you the amount of money that COD makes on microtransactions would blow your mind too. They will make it back tenfold just microtransactions and fucking COD.
I forgot about microtransactions. Yeah.
Dude, they will.
Yeah,
They
they'll
will
make it back. Yeah.
10 times over just microtransactions.
Yeah, I forget about microtransactions. I bet they're just gonna microtransaction the shit out of all their games to make
As
that
long as
money
they
back.
don't loot box.
What?
As long as they don't loot box.
Oh my goodness. Petey, that does remind me of something. Everyone, listen up. We got some flash news here. EA, they are in trouble right now in Austria. They are, well, from what I've read in a translated article, um, they they are gonna have to refund the shit out of all the legacy or FIFA fucking loot box bullshit things. Um, this
Illegal gambling.
this is coming from Notebook Check. Uh, it is in German. You can translate it because Google's pretty awesome. But yeah, EA is gonna have to refund FIFA packs that people bought in Austria, and FIFA 23 to be specific, because the courts ruled that it is illegal gambling. And all I can say to that is fuck EA. Good job, people. That was a shitty fucking thing. All these sports bullshits with like their fucking ultimate team bullshit is fucking stupid. I hate every single second of it. I hate that it generates so much money. I miss the good days before Ultimate Team became the main focus. When it was, hey, let's just focus on, I don't know, the core gameplay. You know, like